Ladies and gentlemen, kings and queens, welcome back to another video. It is your host, Ordinary Guy. We're back at it again. And today I wanted to talk about the whole week of like gaming that we've had from PlayStation State of Play to um, Summer Game Fest to Xbox Showcase, Nintendo. But this video is going to be about the State of Play. I did a reaction not too long ago about the Nintendo uh, Direct, and today I wanted to talk about everything we've seen from the PlayStation State of Play, um, and just talk about my interests and how I felt about the State of Play. Personally, I feel like the State of Play was amazing. It had a lot of great games. It was great. It was one of the best State of Plays we had since I believe 2021, which was the last best State of Play in my opinion. That showed off Spider-Man, Wolverine, God of War, Horizon, all in one showcase. It was amazing. So as you can see on the screen here, the first game I want to talk about, God of War. And I'm going to go down the list from this video from GameSpot. God of War was amazing. um, my first reaction with God of War, honestly, I wasn't really the idea that we're having a game about Laufey or Fea. Um, I was actually shocked because in my mind I'm shocked that they went this direction because I really wasn't. I loved I love that the story was based around her, and I can see the writing of like, okay, the story is based around her, and now we're at a point where we can tell her story and what happened to her after her death and everything, which is kind of cool. But I felt like I was okay with just her, being a mystery and being just a source of their journey, Kratos and Atreus' journey, and learning about their bond as father and son through the journey because of her. And but I guess we could learn more about why we were probably shedding her ashes in that location with the giants and all that kind of stuff. And I guess learning more about her will give us more depth about the story. But I wasn't interested in her as a character for some reason, honestly. So that's why I was just like, the game still looks amazing. If I feed through, for example, and we look at like the fighting scenes, we're getting all the swords and play some music real
Okay.
quick,
Take it. Take it.
and her playing the songs and stuff. Like all of this is great, and the powers, the gameplay, the fact that we have jumping again. Because I always used to wonder, like, why the hell we can't jump in a God of War game? It kind of feels weird. But jumping is a great thing too. So in Spider-Man and other games that you can like add to combos. You know what I'm saying? So all this is great. I love the combo. I love the graphics. I'm looking forward and will buy this game day one. I also want to know curiosity about the cube and the ribbons on the sword, and if the and my curiosity is if there's a possibility that she might find a way back to the living. I strongly believe that she might find a way back to the living to get back to even the fact that in the very beginning it says find your way home. Very interesting. So yeah, so I'm interested in the game. I just my initial reaction was just like, this is dope, graphics is cool. It's great to have another God of War, but I kind of wanted to play as the God of War, or I was hoping to more play as Atreus, you know. But yeah, I wanted to play as Atreus, but because I thought because the ending of a Ragnarok, he went on his own journey, so I thought this was just like an intro to learning more about his mom and maybe an adventure of that, and maybe even connecting to his mom and something. But then again, who knows? Maybe this story will tell us where she's at in the Everwen, the place that she's in, trapped in after she died. Maybe there's a way that maybe Atreus can help bring her back to life in his own story. That's just my thoughts on it. So yeah, so that's God of War looks really cool. Next, Wolverine. Got to talk about Wolverine. Um, Graphics is amazing. Insomniac has been killing it for PlayStation 5 for years, from Spider-Man, Wolverine to Ratchet and Clank. It's just amazing. Shout out to them. And this looks amazing too. The gameplay looks amazing. I think what I'm curious about is like, okay, how is this game gonna be? And like, is there going to be some sort of leveling up? Like, is there gonna be some type of collectible stuff? Is it open world? It seemed like it's more of a linear experience in this one. So, like, I guess my curiosity is how we can level up. Are we going to increase health, stamina, attack power, combos? Like Wolverine is, uh, although it's dope, but like it's pretty simple, right? Like just slashing. Like, is attacking just going to be square? Is it going to be like a light attack, a heavy attack? And are we gonna get something like this where is it gonna be stealthy? And it's kind of hard to be stealthy when someone's really like swing, swing, and like blood is everywhere. It's like, how can you be stealthy with Wolverine like this? Um, but I love it. I enjoy it. I'm looking forward to the story. Are we able to play as other like Wolverine? I said Wolverine X-Men characters. I guess we'll see. But yeah, this is a day one as well, next to God of War. Can't wait for this in September. We don't know when the God of War one came out, but the fact that they showed us 20 minutes of gameplay, it gives me hope that, okay, God of War is coming out next year, for sure, at least next year. It would be dope if they released it this year, but maybe I doubt that. Who knows? You know, they're probably gonna, bring it out for next year. Next game they announced was Control. I've never played the first Control, so I don't really know what this game is about. It looks kind of cool. Um, I don't know nothing about Control yet, so I would probably want to play the first one and then get into this one. But for the Control fans out there, to me, this was a good one. It looks pretty cool, you know? Yeah, I gotta check it out. It might be pretty fun. Now, this is a game. So far, Wolverine, God of War, Laufey, two games I'm getting day one. Marvel Token Fighting Souls, or Tokon, or whatever they call it. This is amazing. And I was super excited when they showed off Spider-Man, well, not Spider-Man, but Spider-Man villains like Carnage. First of all, Magneto and Doctor Doom are classic Marvel characters in Marvel vs. Capcom type of games. So this is great. And I love the design of Doom here. And then Magneto being in it was such a great surprise to see. Like him coming in right there and like the combos oh man, those are just such classic characters. It looks dope as hell. And then when they announced that this was a big reveal, Green Goblin, what? That's like you can say like the Joker to Batman for Spider-Man, right? The Green Goblin, amazing. Oh man, this is so cool. Yeah. And Carnage coming in, what? Amazing. Next game they announced was Until Dawn 2. I didn't fully finish Until Dawn. My friends were playing Until Dawn at my house, back when we used to hang out and play games together more often. But then we got older and started adulting. Trash. But yeah, so to have another Until Dawn 2, this makes me want to go back to Until Dawn and maybe like play together with my girlfriend to just enjoy the story and then prepare for this one. I'm actually interested in playing this as well. Maybe it's not a day one purchase, but definitely something I'm interested in. Silent Hill Townfall. Like right now, I'm playing through the Resident Evil series, and it's scary as hell. And I think after Resident Evil, I think I'm coming to the realization that I don't think scary games are really for me. I can obviously play through it and then enjoy the game, but like it's just too scary, especially when they do the jump scares is the part that gets me on my nerves. If I'm just playing and there's just no jump scares and it's just like the tone of the game be too scary. Like when you play a game, especially a horror game, it's like you feel like you're in the game. If I was watching someone else play, it's a completely different thing. It's like, bruh, it's unbelievable. So yeah, it's like I enjoy it because the story and stuff is great, but then it'd be like I'm too scared to play. I just don't know if I like that. Yeah, but I know there's like a lot of people out there that love horror games. So shout out to y'all. Then they announced Ace Combat 8. I'm not really a fan of Ace Combat, so we're just gonna skip that. Phantom Blade Zero has been a game I've always wanted to play. This is probably day one for me. I love sword fighting type games, and the combat and everything is freaking dope. The only thing I didn't like about this trailer that they showed off was like we didn't get a release date or not. Well, I think it's coming out this year actually, but we had to wait. We have to wait for another show, another thing that they're gonna reveal more details about the game. So I'm like, oh great, but it's all good. At least we know it's coming out. I believe this year. Let me see if it says. Does it say it in the end? Phantom Blade Zero. Yeah. So it's coming. Oh, it's coming out earlier. So it's a full trailer. Okay, so it's coming out summer. So which is good. So we're getting it. I assume we're probably getting it like in August, but we'll see. But when is the Phantom Blade Zero? They didn't tell us when the full trailer and pre-order launch summer 2026. So yeah, I don't know. Full trailer and pre-order launch is in summer 2026. So that's kind of that. So that means it's not coming out summer. That means it's coming out maybe either at the ending of the year or next year. I don't know. Then we got Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider looks pretty cool. I love the design of Laura Croft. I think she looks perfect. Like the idea of who Laura Croft is in Tomb Raider, to me, this nails it. The last Laura Croft we got, the most recent Laura Croft that we got, she was cool. I accepted her as Laura Croft as well, but I feel like this one nails the look of what Laura Croft should look like. And I love that they added some stuff to the story. They added humans because I know the old games it was really just you exploring these tombs, and you really just interact with like monsters, bears, dinosaurs, animals. So to have humans as well, I think that's pretty cool. Now that we have technology, stuff like that, that's cool. Omnimusha, Way of the Sword. This looks cool too. I do like sword games, like I said before. It's not bad at all. Um, they announced a demo for this. First of all, let's talk about this. Capcom has been killing it. We got Omnimushu, we got Pragmata, we got Resident Evil 9, and there's other stuff like I think Capcom also released one of my favorites, Star Force Legacy Collection. Like, come on, like it's amazing. So shout out to them. But yeah, this game looks kind of interested. I love games with swords and parrying and blocking and sidestepping and boss battles. Give it to me all. I love these type of games. You know. So yeah, definitely willing to check that out. There's a free demo, so I'm gonna check out that demo soon. Rayman Legends. I've never played Rayman before. Or maybe I did, but never owned Rayman before. But I know of it. I know it's a classic. I've seen it so many times, um, you know, in gaming. So shout out to them for bringing this back. I'm not sure if this is a day one purchase, but it seemed fun, especially since it's kind of co-op. Um, it just seems interesting that I would actually want to try it out. And I love that they remade it. It's great. It kind of reminds me of like the Spyro remake. Really cool. Kermurray Hunt the Unseen. I don't remember this one. Oh yeah, this one's pretty cool too. One's not bad. I like the art form. I like the fighting style. I like the anime type of like fights and aesthetic. Pretty cool. There, and then I think this is also co-op. Let me know in the comments if I'm right or wrong. Yeah, this looks cool. Like this seems interesting. I love that the art style and stuff, the graphics of the game just looks unique. This is cool. And transformations, so good. Yeah. And then Stuntman Hollywood. That was also interesting. I was super excited when I saw like forgot the name of the car, but the car from Back to the Future. I gotta remember the name, learn the name of the car. But that was fire. Um, but it's very interesting having a game that's Stuntman. I would love to know, how does this work? You know, like how does this work? Like, what? Like, how do you? What's the gameplay on this like? They didn't show gameplay. They just kind of like showed this cool. But it's fire though. Oh man, I think they had some Fast and Furious cars. So I guess it's just like, are we reliving scenes from like popular movies like Back to the Future, Fast and Furious, you know, car stuff like that. And then this was really freaking cool. And it's like, and cut, you know. That is so cool. Yeah. So I'm curious to know like the gameplay of that. So yeah, these were just some of the trailers, I think. Is this all the trailers from State of Play? Let me see. State of Play. Yeah, so we had, yeah, God of War, Wolverine Until Dawn, Marvel, Phantom Blade. We also had Dynasty Warriors 3. That's cool for Dynasty Warriors fans. I never owned the game. I used to always own this I owned this demo of the Dynasty Warrior game, and I used to play that nonstop, especially when I didn't have nothing else to play. What else they talked about? Dune Awakening, No Rest for the Wicked, Bancho, the chef, Bancho or Bancho the chef, a prequel to Dave the Diver. My friend Leo would love this game because she loves playing Dave the Diver. I think that's all. I think that's all it is. So yeah, um, yeah. So I think the state of play was at least honestly, just out of emotions and reaction, I think it's a 10 out of 10. Um, maybe out of, I'm trying to really critique it. It's still like a 9 out of 10, but I want to give it 10 out of 10. I think it was really good. Now, maybe I'll give it a 9 or 8 out of 10. I'll give it a 9 out of 10. Because they even had free tickets to go to the theaters to watch this. Is it theater worthy? Well, it was free, so it is worthy, but since it's free, but like, is it theater worthy if you had to pay? I mean, not. I don't think not really. But it was great to see God of War and see a decent amount, like probably 10 minutes of God of War, 20 minutes of no, 20 minutes of God of War, 10 minutes of Wolverine, and then all the other games that they showed off was great games. Like at least there's definitely something here for everybody, and like even if I'm not into it or wouldn't buy the game, I just felt like, oh, that's pretty cool. Fans of that will love it, you know? So I loved it. It was definitely a 9 or 10 out of 10 for sure. So that's my thoughts on the state of play. I'm looking forward, based on this list alone. I'm getting God of War, getting Marvel. I'll look into Control. I gotta play the first one. I'm getting Fighting Souls, Marvel Tokon. Um, un, Until Dawn 2 is a fan favorite. I know for sure. I'm interested in that too. Um, and what else? Yeah, I think that's about it. Phantom Blade Zero, Tomb Raider. So there's a lot of games that I'm like, I'm down. Musha, Rayman is kind of cool. I'm not sure if I want to buy that yet, but you know. So yeah. So that's pretty much my thoughts on the state of play, going through some of the games I'm interested in. And yeah, it was great. I had a good time. I love this whole week of gaming from Nintendo, Xbox, PlayStation, Summer Game Fest. It's just great, man. But until next time, next video, I'm going to talk about the Xbox showcase and what I liked from that. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, support me, support your boy. Just trying to grow my channel and you know, I just want to like build a community of fans or friends or whatever. I just want to build a community on YouTube that just enjoy gaming and anime and video games, you know. So yeah. So until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.